Push the button and that releases it, and then after you let go, it locks. Firmly in place, so really, you're all set. And this is tough.
It is?
Listen, give you an example. Say you have you have to get up on the wall, high ceiling, vault the ceiling. Hey, listen, just walk right up. And I tell you, it's very safe, it's durable, and
Carol,
it's lightweight.
You're scaring me.
So really, see,
wow.
now it's locked in place, okay? So really, you say,
oh God, Harold, are you okay?
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale, talking about something that I have never talked about on my channel. And I can't believe I haven't, because it's something that's really, really impactful in the overall state of Clash Royale, at least in the opinion of yours truly. And that is ladder. And what the heck is happening to it, okay? So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that 2v2 is negatively impacting ladder, and maybe other influences as well. But how do we know this? Well, it's really simple. We haven't seen an Ultimate Champion in a couple seasons. We're definitely not going to get one this season. And everybody's trophy counts, for the most part, unless you're gemming up a storm or you have a huge increase on skill, your trophy best at the end of the season should be declining slowly but surely, because ladder is getting more and more difficult because the player pool is dramatically decreasing, especially again since the Supercell announcement that 2v2 on ladder is going to be permanent. So in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about this. I want to talk about why I think it's actually a big problem, and I want to talk about what my solution would be. I also reached out to Supercell for comment, and they haven't gotten back to me yet. If they are, I should say, able to comment on this situation, I asked them basically two things. Do they agree with me that ladder is getting more difficult? And do they have any plans to implement any fixes, any remedies to this kind of frustrating situation? So they haven't got back to me again, but I will share that in tomorrow's video or the video after, as soon as I do hear back from them, even if they're not able to comment on it. So anyway, let's go into why it is a real hindrance to the game, in my opinion. The fact that ladder is way more difficult. You can't make as much progress. You're going downhill rather than uphill like you should be in this game. So number one, it's bad because it disturbs natural progression. People love natural progression in any game that they play. They love improving their personal best. I like it. Odds are that you like it too. When you can't do that, it disincentivizes you of playing that game mode. In this case, it's ladder, or playing that game altogether. It creates a game where people feel like they're doing worse and worse and worse over time. Now think about that for a second, guys. If we were playing Clash of Clans or a game like that, and you're putting time into farming, aka leveling up your cards and as a Clash Royale equivalency, or you're farming your village, you're doing upgrades, everything's going really well, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're losing more. You're losing more and more and more, right? So that doesn't make any sense to me, right? It just makes you frustrated at the end of the day. So in Clash of Clans, it has a nice trophy inflation where every season, for the most part, the trophies get higher and higher, and that's how Clash Royale was too during the first year plus of its existence. And then recently, everything's going downhill. Now, I don't want to get rid of 2v2. Getting rid of 2v2 isn't the answer here. 2v2 is a very popular game mode. But I suspect, I hypothesize that some of that popularity of 2v2 is because ladder sucks so bad, okay, to put it bluntly. And I don't like this. I don't like it for three reasons. Number one is, personally, I know I'm in the minority here, I really enjoy 1v1. I enjoy 1v1 more than 2v2. I know I'm in the minority here. Number two, I prefer to upgrade, to improve my game, and to set and accomplish goals. I'm that kind of person. I'm goal-oriented. I like doing that, whether it be life, the gym, YouTube, you name it. That's what I like to do, and I like that in my games too. I don't like to set goals and then have to reset, recalibrate my goals to go lower and lower and lower every season. That's no fun for anybody. It just feels like you're losing and losing and losing. So I don't like that. Number 3, selfishly now, very selfishly, but also very candidly to you guys. Casual, okay, 2v2 is an awesome game mode and it's casual, meaning that the videos for content creators that we make for 2v2, they don't get a lot of views. Furthermore, if people are playing more 2v2 than they are 1v1, that also negatively affects us content creators, especially channels like mine who focus more on the competitive scene. 1v1 is generally more competitively based. Now, I said selfishly, and it's true, because of course I care about my channel. It's my livelihood, and it's how I get to interact and meet you guys, okay? So it's awesome for me. But furthermore, I think that's negative in the long term for Clash Royale as a game, as an entity, and furthermore as, you know, for Supercell in a way, because, I mean, Supercell has a magical ability that no other mobile game has captured, at least to the extent that they have. They have a huge, maybe Pokemon Go, but they have a huge community based around their mobile game. And that in part is by streamers on Twitch and YouTube content creators and community influencers. And if you hurt us, well, I think it does hurt the overall community. I think that's fair to say, even though, of course, it is a selfish thing to say too, because it's me I'm talking about, okay? So let's get to my solution. What can be done here? So, this is not my my own idea, and I forgot where I heard it first from. And originally when I heard this idea, I wasn't a big fan, truthfully speaking. The reason being is because I just thought it was a little bit too drastic, and it implemented too many special rules and regulations. I know that Supercell is against that sort of thing, so I never seriously considered it. I believe Rumham a couple months ago may have done a video suggesting this, and now I'm on board. I'm totally on board. And what that is just reworking the economy of the game a little bit. I think that ladder is a negative place right now, to put it lightly, and that's because no one can play decks they even want to play, because unless your cards are maxed, you might as well just play tournaments, which also coincidentally suck too, right? Tournaments suck too, right? So what are you doing with your time? It's 2v2. But ladder, because of card levels and because of the pay-to-win and free-to-play gap, no one's really satisfied, you know? Even me, I'm a level 13, I have almost all max cards, but my epics aren't maxed, only 1 or 2. My legendaries aren't max, so I feel like I can't play the decks that I want to play against other people, right? So, like I can in challenges, which I find much more rewarding when everything is an equal playing field. Not to mention Royal Giant, Elite Barbarians, and overleveled commons, and how frustrating that can be to you guys. I don't need to tell you that, you already know that. So I do think that Supercell needs to implement a card level cap that's tied into your king level, king tower level as well, or your experience level. And because you gain experience from donating cards, in my opinion, you'd probably have to remove experience from cards donated and replace it with more gold, which ought to make most people happy. I think you'd rather get more gold anyway. And then what that will do is just tie your king tower level directly onto your card upgrades. Of course, there's going to be other ways to kind of exploit and circumvent this system, but I think it's a huge step in the right direction to making things a little bit more even on ladder, incentivizing more players to play, thereby creating a larger player pool, thereby creating progression instead of regression on ladder in Clash Royale. So that's it, guys. That's the solution, I think. Of course, there's tons of different things, aspects, elements, updates, features that you could add to ladder to make it better. There's tons of ideas, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video, but I think we need a band-aid immediately right now. I think it's getting to a point where ladder is just not captivating people the way it used to, and the more people regress because of the smaller player pool, the more it's going to compound the issue. So guys, I want to get your take in the comments below. Do you agree Do you disagree? Let me know. I love reading your comments. I love reading your takes on these issues. I just want a healthy game overall. I think that 1v1 in ladder should be a priority for the Clash Royale team. Let me know what you guys think. Huge shout out to my YouTube partner, Bren Chong. Huge shout out to all you guys for continuing to watch and support the channel. It means the world to me, guys. So thank you. And as always, take care, guys.